be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that checking to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. For real. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life?
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Detroit! Here we go now.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Marshall. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And here's Marshall. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing on first down is Brady. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Here we go now! Blue landed! Blue landed!
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So out now come the Redskins. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Powerful running, and he'll be out out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to try and throw. Flushed it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
from the gun. Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Five yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. The ball comes out, and who's got it? The Giants!
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And it's complete. It's Alex Collins. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Giants. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun, Brady. Look at the time. Just keeping the play alive. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun, Brady. Trying to improvise. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Set. 319. 319.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Over, 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 over!
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 319! 319!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Henry in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3-19! 3-19! Over! Reset!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Operating from the gun, Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky!
Brady now on 1st down. Being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now let's go!
He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right down Broadway. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Gun! Set!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Over.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And who's got it? The Giants! Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Back to throw here. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Ball incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the pressure gets to him again. Willie Henry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They still can't get it. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Matt Ioannidis. In there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Can't find anyone open. Just keeping the play alive. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
This is Marshall. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Now out come the Giants. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. I just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Complete. Richardson has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And I think the ball's out, but the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down, but that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side taken in by Miller. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Detroit! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop the throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Shepard deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find some.
Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young